Before we get started today, we want to talk a bit about the history of capoeira and also tell you what many believe to be the story of its origin. The story of capoeira is a difficult and upsetting one, but it's important for everyone to recognize, remember and respect the journey of the people that created it. As we have mentioned, capoeira originated in Brazil hundreds of years ago. We call it an Afro-Brazilian art form. This is because the people who created capoeira originally came from the continent of Africa. But how did these people travel thousands of miles and come to be in Brazil? Well, a long time ago, people from Portugal arrived in Brazil. They wanted to build there, and there were lots of valuable resources that they wanted, such as gold, sugar, and coffee. There's lots of hard work involved in mining and producing these resources. So the Portuguese did a terrible thing. Like many other nations, including Britain and America, they stole people from their homes and forced them into work. This is called slavery. People were ripped from their homeland, many from the west coast of Africa. It's estimated that over 1.5 million people were taken from the country of Angola alone. The African people were kidnapped, often separated from their families, and taken on a treacherous journey across the Atlantic Ocean. Upon arrival in Brazil, they were forced to do hard labor and to work for the rest of their lives. The enslaved Africans were from many different countries, and often they did not speak the same language. However, they could communicate through movement, music and dance, until eventually they could speak the language of their captors, Portuguese. They shared with each other lots of different cultural ideas, beliefs, ways of moving, instruments and songs. From this, capoeira was born. The enslaved Africans were allowed only one day off from work a week. Often they would gather and play capoeira, practicing kicks and dodges to improve their agility and strength. However, if a slave driver saw them practicing martial arts, then they would be severely punished. So the Africans would disguise their kicks and movements as a dance, until they were strong enough to fight their captors and run away. Capoeira is often called the dance of freedom, because people would use it as a means of escape. For those who were not lucky enough to escape their shackles, then capoeira could provide a mental escape, away from their lives of enslavement, into a space of joy and celebration. This is an enduring aspect of capoeira. When we do capoeira, we do it as a form of expression, interaction, and ultimate joy. When we play capoeira, we are celebrating life and the lives of those who created it. So, celebrate yourself and all those around you.
That was a very brief look at the history of capoeira. We'd like to look at that in more detail another time.